A lot of things are changing. A lot of dynamics are changing. A lot of teams
The
are
world is changing, chat.
experimenting on stuff. And I know that we opened the jar of streaming scrims, rather. Last week, we've talked about this statement that we posted in LTA North. We've asked Lioya what he thought about it. TLDR, if you missed it, FlyQuest wants to stream their scrims. A hot topic right now, I feel.
They're just fanboys, let's be honest.
So for a bit of refresher, if you haven't watched...
Yeah, I'm skeptical on this.
Yeah?
So I don't think it would be great because you're giving away too much of, of how you play, of how you see the game. I think that would give an advantage to the enemy team. So he can.
Okay, but what if they did it as well?
What do you guys think of this? The proposal from Bwipo to make the league better, and what Yoya had to say to this?
I mean, as a viewer myself, it's like I think it's. I still don't think my full opinion on it is completely clear, but I'm trying to see it from different angles. You know, as a viewer, if they were streaming, I would absolutely watch them. Like, I've been loving watching the Los Ratones scrim. I feel like if I got at a team that was at a higher level, I would love that. From the perspective
we're the highest level.
What
are you about?
Scrimming and giving away too much.
It is a little bit of a throwback to what G2 did when they started leaking the scrims, because at first we were
leaking scrims, not really. Like,
well,
to put a bit of context here, Roma last year started publishing scrim results after the split ended. And he did this in a way to motivate the league to stop first cancelling scrims. But it helped.
It worked because if we remember, the first time he posted, there was a lot of cancels. Pretty much no team was going through a full year without canceling. And then by the end, after one or two splits of having or promoting this
was really good.
If you're canceling scrims, then G2 is gonna leak it, and then the community is gonna go on fire towards you. Teams stopped cancelling scrims, and then
this was really good.
And at first there was this wall that you're hitting. The community was
like,
scrimmed
LEC teams, they're afraid. Let's just say that.
Right now we might be at exactly the same point or exactly the same position where you're like, okay, well, you're showing teams the way you approach this system, and you always goes out early.
I feel like this whole conversation is like getting a bit out of hand. Because some people on social media are like, why is this even a topic? Why is this even a topic? La 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 la. Some people are like, that's a great idea. Man, if teams want to stream their scrims, do it. If teams don't want to stream their scrims, don't do it. No one's forcing you. If you want to stream your scrims, 1 block a day, go ahead. I don't think it'll hurt anyone. But if you don't do it. If it's good content and you try it for a week or two and it works, keep it. If it doesn't work, don't do it. And I feel like this hurdle has just become such a big hurdle. Just give it a go. Give it a go once. Try it once. Try and jump the hurdle. If you can't, then just cancel it for a week or two.
Well,
yeah, I feel like this whole debate's gone out of the world. Like, it's almost like when people say stream your scrims, it's like stream every single day of every review of every fucking meeting you've ever had in your entire fucking life. And like, I feel like that. Why has it gone all the way to there?
Into a scrim, it's streamed. You stomp everyone. You go on stage. You choke, and then it further accentuates the narrative.
It's like
joking because everyone's like, he was
that's crazy.
Scrims, but he's going on stage and he's
we just started screaming our scrims because we thought it would be good content. And I think it would be good content for the pro players as well. If they want to do it 1 block a week. That's it. If you don't want to do content, don't do it.
At Worlds that inspired Pullout, and it was great. I don't think
it's not like they're gonna leak all their hidden strats or picks or whatever.
From a fan perspective, even when I'm seeing like how people feel about Los Ratones, like I think it's the closest that fans at the moment get to feel like what it is to be part of a team, and I think that breeds a way bigger fan culture for said team as well, because they're there for all the moments. They're there for the practice. They're there for the pre-game. They're there for just the content in general. So I do see from a fan perspective why that feels so good.
But would you say that maybe the fans just want more content from their favorite teams then, instead of?
I mean, I absolutely think so. But I mean, it's a double-edged sword because, like, back in our day, you know, content would go hard. Yeah, I mean, I started in season 2, season 3, right? But YouTube for League back then was going crazy. Like, you'd easily have millions of views on some YouTube videos, even with some teams. Like TSM was huge back then for a reason.
We would see them screaming CLG and stuff like this. So those were when in the golden days. That's why everyone was so hyped about it.
I never actually saw them. Like, the only thing I cared for was just like the content anyone would pay out. Diaries burning down the microwave to burn down the house, like all these things. And those videos were crazy back then. And even if teams put out that content now, I don't think there's the same exposure for it. Like, I still look at views from some teams, and even
G2, my take. Like, okay, I'll give my take. The reason I think that
Caedrel
the
was
game
talking
dying.
about the fact, and Wipo was as well, that they should do this for 2 blocks a week. A block is a set of 3 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Or 1 block.
Nowadays, but yeah.
Chat.
The debate
Okay, here's my final take on it. What I think is the most important, okay, is I think there has been a filter, okay? And that filter is now 2025.
That's an alternative.
And that filter didn't exist in 2015, okay? And what I mean by that filter is back in the old league days, you would get content that was not filtered. Nowadays, everything's filtered. All the vlogs and behind the scenes are people being sat down and asked questions. And like the TSM vlogs, it was just fucking illness. It was just complete. Dyrus was burning down a microwave. Perfect, that's a good example. When was the last time we saw like a player do something fucking dumb as hell? Okay, so I feel like that filter of content is there, where everyone's trying to make sure that like they're going like, what are your thoughts about tomorrow's game? Are you excited about this week of scrims? What have you been up to in the off season? Like, it's that. Okay, that filter exists, and the second thing that exists is streaming. Okay, back in the days, the best players in the West streamed, you know? Like, Bjergsen streams were rare, but they went hard. Odd One streams were crazy good. Double Lift streams were nuts. Hotshot GG streams were nuts. Wicked streams were crazy. Wicked vs Soaz on stream was nuts. No one streams, man. Where are the pro players at? Like, the top pro players. They don't stream during the split because they're trying to get competition, you know? They're trying to be competitive. I think the only streamers I know of that are top tier players are Buipo, Yike does a bit of streaming. The KC boys did a little bit of streaming actually. And BB did some in the off season. BB did some in the off season.
What the LEC is ready for though is sending new teams in playoffs. Because we sent 3
It felt like there was like a community around it.
Movistar Koi, Fnatic,
It felt like there was a big
KC
community of streaming and shit.
locked in.
I don't know why. What was that community?
That's a great
What was that
question.
community we had?
I'm probably go with a gut feeling of Fnatic right now.
All right.
But well, you can have that opinion if you want to, Odoam. But I think Fnatic is looking sick right now. And I mean, the
That was NA. I mean, yeah, that was NA. Well, take NA as the sole example then. Take NA as the only example. But I don't know, there's so many reasons why things suck. Oh, it's not that they suck, but things went downhill. There are so many reasons. Like, content's changed, YouTube videos, like... Let's have a look. Listen, I'm not showing you on purpose, Rogue, but I'm taking you. I just typed in Rogue LOL, okay? Rogue LOL. Rogue LOL. 300 videos, views, 1k views, 600 views. Absolute fucking, like, horror. Absolute fucking disaster. Actual disaster, right? The YouTube views, and it's not just them, you know. Like Fnatic. They get, like, 10 to 40k views, man. 10 to 40k views on the videos. It's like, what happened to the YouTubes, man? Look at this. What the fuck is this?
I mean, it's been ages since I saw perform like that.
Now as well. Oh, there you are. Hi.
Like, it was so much more unfiltered back in the days. The TSM Life of Legends, the Fnatic Life of Legends. Shit, like, what is that on the intro?
So fucking broken.
This guy is so annoying, right?
Like, the content was just elite, man. And then everything got, like, more and more progressively, like... I don't know what the word is. I'm just using Fnatic as an example, right? It goes for, like, most teams from back in the days to now. It got more and more structured, I think. I like it. I think the word structured is good. It was so Unchained before. I like that Unchained. We like the Unchained. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if esports will ever like like, do you think League can make a bounce back domestically? I think it's hard. I feel like something in the game needs to change to bring people back.
with oh, never mind, we're talking
I just
about
don't
this
see
one,
it.
but I'm upset.
I think the
But it kinda
easiest
sounds to me
fix,
like you're describing the best team in the
because
league
I've been
right now,
yapping
with all
right
these
now,
positive
and I'm
guys.
yapping in circles, the easiest fix, I think, is you put out the fish bait and you let the fish eat the bait. And then you catch the fish, okay? And what I mean by that is you add, in LEC, you add promotion and relegation spots. And then you throw out the fishing rod and see if any, like, creators or, like, big influencers want to fucking bite the bait. You know? And then when they bite, they make a team and they try and promote to LEC. And that's where the content comes.
One of the things I really want to look at least in the
And then when they make it to LEC, you can follow their journey.
But
that's probably an easy fix.
It will be
But if no fishes bite the bait, then you're cooked, so
right now of
it's a flip.
Team Heretics that I would actually like to look at, because I think they've actually been punching up a bit above their weight so far. Well, we saw that Rogue win against Rogue.
Listen, all I'm saying is I'm a fish swimming around there. You want to bite something? Come on, man, where's the bait?
They're having a hard time doing it. So I retract my statement of saying they are punching up. I think.
Okay,
though,
I'm done for yapping. I'm done yapping for the rest of the day, I promise. I'll be focused. I'll be focused now. I'm chill. I'm gonna chill. I'll chill out. Let me make my cam spoiler look. See, I'm only small.
It is rough because they might just be getting punched